Here's New York. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Cleveland, where they'll face the Cavaliers. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. So on the floor for New York. And it's Bledsoe in at the shooting guard position. Here's Barlow. Sweet little floater. Barlow's got 14 points for the game.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. And the Grizzlies shooting only 31% in the game. For three. The shot off that time. Here's Galloway. There's the drive. And he gets the bucket. Galloway's got 41.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one's good. Bell's got 21. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Ferguson. On target from range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Here's Bell. He's got 21. The steal. Out on his own on the break. Ferguson gets the bucket.
They haven't missed a beat coming out of the locker room. A perfect 4 for 4.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Barlow. And it's New York with a rebound.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Galloway's got 43 points.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Bell. Kicks it out to Collins. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. And here's New York now. They're on a 14-4 run. Galloway softly drops in the floater. Galloway's got 45 points.
And they've come out of halftime really on a roll.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Bell. The three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start. Oh!
Wow!
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And Galloway pulls it down. The Knicks have gone a perfect 7 for 7 and looking strong in this third quarter. Knocks it down from distance. Galloway's got 48.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Pass to Forrest. Here's Barlow. And there's a pick. Knocks down the 18-footer. Barlow's got 16 points now.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Launches it. And the Knicks, another 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Ooh, poked away. And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Here's Ferguson. And the Knicks, another three. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Bell. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Smooth sailing for New York. Outside man. From outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And with this pause, let's take a look at the teams that have generated the most offense on the break this season. The Grizzlies 4th.
When it comes to transition play, this team outperforms most others. They've got a lot of speedy players, and they use them well.
And he knocks down the first one. Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just have to come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
Here's Ferguson. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Forrest. Here's Bell. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. Hits a three-pointer. Bell's got 26.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside. Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
From 18 feet away, and it's New York with a rebound. Galloway's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Hey, expanding his range, and it's good. He hits another one, and that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
To the middle. Here's Forrest. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Ferguson gets the bucket.
You live for nights like this when it's all working and the rim looks so huge.
To the left wing. It's deflected. Pass to Galloway. Jacks up a 3. And the Knicks, another 3.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Barlow passes to Collins, inside. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. He pulls it. Another one falls for New York.
I'll tell you what, fast break points have been the story here.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Barlow. Here's Forrest. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Forrest has got 4 points this quarter.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Beyond the arc, Ferguson gets the bucket.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
Here's Bell. He's got 26. From the top of the key, the rebound by Mann. Mann's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Galloway. And again, New York with the triple.
He's hitting everything from deep, just flat out torching this defense.
And Memphis shooting about 40% so far in the third. Collins outside. The 3 is up. The Knicks pull it in. Ferguson's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Mann. Count the basket. Mann's got 26.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Smooth sailing for New York. There's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
And here's New York now. Here's Galloway. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Barlow. Lets it go from deep. Pure from 3-point range. 23 points in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
He is the story for them offensively and a big reason why they're ahead.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Knight.
Here's Bell. He's got 26. Fast break, New York. Here's Galloway. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Shot to stop the run, and he got the whistle. On the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Harlow. 2 shots.
And that one misses. So both teams changing it up here. And the second free throw is good. 1:37 left in the third. Ferguson, pass to Galloway. Hey, from beyond the arc. And again for 3. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Here's Barlow. He's got 24. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bell. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
Well, for him, it hasn't been a big night. With his reputation, they've used him more as a decoy.
Here's Barlow. And it's New York with a rebound. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. He buries it from 3.
Give him an inch, and he'll take a 3. So dangerous from distance.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Ferguson. Hunter covering. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Hunter on the wing. Can they get it? Barlow misses. Ferguson, pass to Galloway. Beyond the arc. And got it! Another basket! 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
And so it's the New York Knicks making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right back after this word.